Let me quickly open this up. Ankit is with me. Ankit, now what is the change that has happened in the tax bracket? What were the tax brackets earlier and what are they now? There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tax brackets still.
So what they've done is they've not changed the old scheme. Everything has happened in the new scheme. So everybody has to migrate to get these benefits from the old scheme because it was given earlier also that the government do not want to continue the old scheme for a longer time. In the new scheme, your deductions, your exemptions go away. Your tax rates goes down. So in the new scheme, it says up to 7 lakhs, you're not supposed to pay any tax.
No, but there's a theory into that. Now, it's up to means if you earn 6,99,999.
So there's no tax.
And if you are doing all your deductions and all your investments, you pay zero tax.
No, you are not allowed to claim deductions.
So up to 6,999
without deductions.
Okay. As soon as you become 701, you pay the full rate of tax.
You pay the full rate of tax.
Okay.
Which is up to 3 lakhs. They have increased the limit from 2.5 lakhs to 3 lakhs.
So you would pay 5%.
Then 3 to 6, 5%.
Yeah, and then on 6 to 7 you would pay 10%.
6 to 7 you pay 10%.
Okay. So anybody getting 1 rupee less than 7 lakhs, you're potentially paying zero tax.
Correct.
As soon as you go 1 rupee above 7 lakhs, you're paying 5% on 3 lakhs.
Correct.
Which is 15,000 rupees.
And 10% on 1 lakh.
And which is 70,000 rupees. So you're
spending 10,000 and 15,000.
Yeah, so 15,000 plus 10% 1 lakh 10. So you're paying 25,000 rupees in tax, which is the figure she's given you.
Correct.
And if you're paying, if you are earning 9 lakhs or less than 9 lakhs or the figure of 9 lakhs,
correct,
you were paying 60,000 rupees in tax up until March 31st.
Yes.
After March 31st, you'll be paying only 45,000 rupees in tax. And if you were earning 15 lakhs, you were paying 1,87,500.
Yes.
And you're going to save 20% on that.
Yes, you're going to
so you save about 38,000.
So yeah, you'll pay 1.5 lakhs as your tax.
So 1.5 lakh, you save about 37,000 rupees. Okay. Yes. So that is
even for the higher salaried person or higher people, the tax surcharge has reduced from 37% to 25% effective tax rate.
Okay, now explain this. Explain the surcharge. So 30% tax bracket after 15 lakhs. Okay.
Yes.
At what point of time do these surcharges kick in?
Surcharge starts from 50 lakhs. So if you're earning more than 50 lakhs, you have the first 15% surcharge. It was going all the way till 37%.
It was going to 42% was the effective tax rate. Yes. That effective tax rate has come down from 42% to 39%. To 39%. So for people who are earning, these are people who are earning direct income of more than 50 lakhs, you'll save 3%, and of course, yes, the more you earn, the more you save. Okay, so let me get some direct beneficiaries of this. Joyita Basu, my colleague. Let me get Ankit back in. Ankit, so what is the difference between what has just been announced and what has been announced earlier in terms of the tax bracket? What's the difference?
So earlier, all our tax brackets were divided into two regimes: old regime and the new regime. And all the benefits have come only in the new regime. So
yeah, okay. So assuming that we migrate to the new regime, okay.
Yes.
So earlier also you had up 0 to 3 lakhs.
No, it was 0 to 2.5 lakhs.
Okay, so the 2.5 has become 3.
0 has become 3.
And 2.5 to 5 has become 3 to 6.
So earlier 2.5 to 5 was 5%, which has now become 3 to 6.
3 to 6, and
yes,
and it was
then 5 to it was 5 to 10, which was 10%. So that is
okay. So new slab of 6 to 9.
Yes.
This is a new thing category which has been created.
Category which has been created.
So 6 to 9 category has been created, and then used to be 10 to 15.
10 to 12 and a half, then 12 and a half to 15. There were 6 slabs.
So we are back.
We're back to with 5 slabs now.
1, 2. Well, if you say that 0 to 3 is no tax, then you're back to 5 slabs. Otherwise it's still 6 slabs.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So it was 7 if it was.
Yeah. So one slab has come down. So the mathematical changes for my team following me. Okay. The earlier tax slab of 0 to 2.5 lakh has now become 0 to 3 lakh.
Correct.
Okay. A new tax slab of 3 to 6 lakhs. The 2.5 to 5 has become 3 to 6.
Correct.
And a new tax slab of 6 to 9 is come in the middle.
6 to 9 was 10. Earlier it was.
It was
5 to 7.5, which was 10%, which is now 6 to 9.
So 6 to 9 has become 10%. So we'll have to change these figures on our screens or take them off, please.
And then 7.5 to 10 lakhs was 15%, which is 9 to 12 now.
Okay, so here again, once again repeating, 0 to 3, nothing. If you're technically earning 6,99,999, you pay 0 taxes.
Correct.
If you are earning 1 rupee more than that, Then you will pay on the first 3 lakhs, you will pay 5%. And then subsequently from 6 lakhs to 9 lakhs, you'll pay 10%. 9 lakhs to 12 lakhs, you pay 15%. 12 lakhs to 15 lakhs, you pay 20%. And 15 lakhs and plus, you pay 30%.
Correct.
But your maximum tax rate has come down from 42, including surcharges, to 39.
Yes.
Earlier in the speech, there was also an old age savings schemes have been enhanced from 15 to 30 lakhs.
So it was like for senior citizens, it was earlier they could only invest up to 15 lakhs into the beneficial scheme with a higher interest rate. That has increased from 15 lakhs to 30 lakhs.
So when we say higher interest rate, that's the 0.5% extra you
that
get
is
to
point,
see.
no, not 0.5 extra. There was a special scheme, senior citizen scheme, which is given by post office and banks, where the rate of interest was almost higher by 1.5% extra. And there was a limit to which they can put in that money. So 0.5% was banks were giving from their pocket to senior citizens. But this was a separate scheme which is run, senior citizen savings scheme.
Okay.
And senior citizen can only put 15 lakhs into that special schemes. Now they can put 30 lakhs out of that. They used to have also a monthly income plan where senior citizen could put only 4.5 lakhs. Now they can put 9 lakhs. And in a joint account of senior citizen, a husband wife could put only 9 lakhs earlier. Now they can put 15 lakhs.
Okay, so substantive jumps over here.
Yes.
Now the last thing, Mr. Petiwala. So these are the small technicalities here.
But they should have done it for private sector as well. It just can't be the government employees.
Well, it's only going to start with government. Okay, Mr. Petiwala, become cheaper. TVs become cheaper primarily because the custom duties on importing the components have been reduced here, which of course will boost the industry, make it cheaper for you. But then of course you have a counter argument on whether it promotes a nascent industry of manufacturing in India or not. So it cuts both ways, whatever these things happen.
Because if you look at the custom duties, it has been reduced on most of the products other than textile and agriculture.
Yes. Now let's look at the overall picture.
Work hand in hand.
Okay. Let's look at the other side of the budget now. Okay. Into the brass tacks of where the budget emphasis was, ideally should be. It is purpose of government to make expenditures which are collected from the people of the country. This is not government's money. This is the money generated from the people of this country, to spend it in such a manner that it promotes those very same people producing more in the next year and the next year, which is what is GDP growth. Okay. So now let's come down to headline figures, which are the difficult figures to identify, digest, because they're just numbers. But Ankit, we are talking about 7.5 lakh crore rupees of capital expenditure. Okay?
No, actually it is 10 lakhs.
Yeah, 10 lakhs, she said in total. At the end, I think effective, she said is 7.5. Out of a 42 lakh crore rupee total budget, of which about 11.5 lakhs has been funded by bonds. Explain capital expenditure as a summation of all the policies that have been announced.
I think capital expenditure, they're talking about 3.3% to the overall GDP, taking it to 7.5 lakh or 10 lakh crore. We can look at the fine print because in the initial, the Prime Minister said 7.5 lakh to 10 lakh crore. It is a huge increase by 33%, and that will actually give a boost in next 12 to 18 months to the entire economy per se. And this budget, I would like to say it's a phenomenal budget. I would say it's 10 out of 10. If you look at everything in detail, I've just started reading in detail. Everything has been touched so well. All the industry, vehicle replacement, pharma, airline, green energy, railway allocation, tourism, MSME, giving the presumptive tax, increasing the presumptive tax limit to 75 lakhs and 3 crores for professionals and SME sector. Even in terms of ease of doing, we are taking a PAN-based things, unified filing schemes, e-courts, DigiLocker. You talk about senior citizen. There's a savings scheme for the women as well, up to 7.5 lakhs. So this entire budget has been. I think this is going to have a huge impact for next. Few years.
All right. Okay. So that's the head. These are the headlines. Let me get Ankit back into this. Ankit, the allocation for this has gone up by 66%.
Correct.
So you are seeing clearly that there is a direction where the government is boosting rapidly, starting new things, and what is not being mentioned is continuing. 1.5 hours of budget speech doesn't cover the entire budget. So there's a direction being pushed. This is a scheme that they really want to complete in the next 1 year.
Yes. So I think we're talking about 79,000 crores, 66% up. And if you're talking about 7, 8, 9 crores, 10 crores, whatever the number is, just imagine the kind of people and the quality of life they will go up. And this is a direct push from on all perspectives. So look, somebody is living in a decent house, their healthcare expenditure will go down. So the government is pushing. Infra will go up, cement requirements will go up. Everything will have a direct or indirect, the kind of employment it will generate. Just imagine.
Okay. So the
us, we shift our focus back now to the discussion we were having a bit earlier. Ankit Jain, EVs, lithium batteries. Huge focus of the government has been not just EVs specifically, but renewables in general, be it solar, be it green hydrogen, ethanol. This budget too saw some of these big announcements being made. What do you make of those?
Definitely. I think that the finance ministers actually talked about green revolution this time, where they are talking about renewable energy, lithium batteries to be taken care of, electric vehicles to be taken care of. So entire gamut of ecosystem they are trying to create, where we are targeting by 2030, we have the targets to have more than 30% electric vehicles by 2070, which we are going to have net carbon zero. So the government is focused and trying to do step by step to that level. Even if you look at it, there's a fine print which says, I was just reading the fine print, what they've done is they say electric vehicles, you manufacture here, lithium batteries, they're giving a better deal. But if you're importing a fully built electric vehicle, the tax rate has gone, the import custom duty has gone up from 60 to 70%. So they want you manufacture here, we'll give you subsidies, we manufacture lithium batteries, we'll give you subsidies and make India more green. So the focus has been of the Prime Minister from last 8 years on thinking out of the box to make India more proud in terms of the green and the renewable energy, and that seems to be continuing.
So it's not just EVs, but it's also make in India EVs. We saw that when Nitin Gadkari said that to Elon Musk. He said, you don't sell us cars you're making in China, you make here.
Yes.
And that is what we want. We just don't want EVs, we want.
They've made a big push, sorry to interrupt, in terms of vehicle replacement. That's a god that in the next 12 months the government will replace all their vehicles for next more than 15 years or 10 years of life through the EV that has announced by Nirmala Sitaraman. So this is a big step.
Right, of course.
Moreover, Gauri, there
are looking to buy it, but the defense minister, the finance minister, I beg your pardon, spoke about a lot of other things. She spoke about green fuel, green farming, green mobility, green buildings, green equipment. It's a whole host of things. It's an entire ecosystem they're looking at, and not just one component of it, which is EVs and electric vehicles. What do you make of this push, and how does this, in a way, accelerate the economy in the right direction, so to speak?
So definitely, that is what I said. She talks about the entire ecosystem of green push, which is happening, and with this, the focus of the government is very, very clear. They want a clean environment in India. They want to they want all these manufacturing to happen, and they want to make us from a developing world to a developed world at a much faster pace, because the world will start doing it. Developed world is already doing it. We should start now so that we reach with them where they are in next 20 years. So that's the focus, and we have to start right away. And it has to be the entire thing. We can't do it one by one, that we do solar paneling now or renewable energy now, and then we do EV, then we do the green buildings. That can't be. So it has to be the entire things go hand in hand, and they have been very, very clear in the last budget that this will continue for next 20 years for us.
Right. Mr. Raval. All right, so Ankit Jain, same question. What next as far as this aspect of sustainable economic development is concerned?
I think the next is push towards the R&D side of it, because we all talking about this ecosystem, the green energy, the hydrogen, the renewable, the solar, and what next. But the most important thing is the development of the technology side of it, so that the cost come down, there's more efficiency coming in. If we are talking about electric vehicle, the range has to increase. If you talk about the solar powers, we need to ensure that we have more efficient solar panels, the manufacturing happens. So the push on the R&D side of green technology is the most important thing, which would require the next push from the government, along with taking all the private sector along, because we are talking about solar planes coming tomorrow. So how would that would work? There has to be some R&D needs to be done from that perspective as well.
Okay, let me get a response from Ankit on this. Ankit?
Yep.
Do you think this is a populist budget?
No, I don't think so. It's, for me, it's a 10 out of 10. Being a guy from the finance and the economic industry, I would completely say it's a 10 out of 10 when the budget is concerned.
But why do you say that? I want you to keep in mind what
so look at the 7 parameters they
Commander
have talked
Sudhakan
about.
said. I want you to keep that in mind when you respond. What he said.
Yes, I want to keep in. So what they have done, they have done everything from the industry to the common man to the middle class to the welfare of the people. They've talked about poor. That food security which they're trying to give 2 lakh crores. Definitely, it's one of the populist measures. But if you look at the PM Awas Yojana, that's not a populist. They want to create the infrastructure for the people. They're adding the infrastructure spend by 33% to 10 lakh crores. That's going to give a push to the entire industry per se. They have taken care of the industry, automobile industry, by saying that we are going to do a scrap policy. Vehicles of the government will be replaced. There is an EV push. If you look at the pharma, airline, they have given a push to that. They have given to green energy push. They have given a push to the railways. They have pushed to which is 9 times of the 2014 allocation. They have given to the tourism. So I do not see any wrong in this budget, even from the ease of doing.
But how do you respond to the opposition talking about?
So opposition will always talk
that unemployment and inflation have not been talked about.
So inflation definitely has come under control because it was a global phenomenon after the COVID impact.
Well, it's above 6%, and that's like a red flag for the RBI as well.
That's definitely a red flag. It will keep coming down. It can't come down in a day because that has been a global phenomenon. If you look at the impact of the global phenomenon of inflation is that the economies went into recession. A US economy gone recession for 2 consecutive quarters. But look at India. India has been still growing. Definitely, if these factors would not have been going, I strongly believe we would have been in double digit.
Okay. Let me take a response from Kriti Upadhyay as well. Kriti, if you're there with us.
Absolutely, I'm here with you.
Kriti, appreciate your patience. You've been waiting for a long time, but it is that